House to now adjourn. I call the honourable member for Lyons.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. When I was elected in September of 2013, there were amongst many smaller commitments, there were two fundamental things that I wanted to do in the time that I was given in this place. One was deliver on the Tranche 2 irrigation schemes, and the other was to find a solution to make Bass Strait part of the National Highway. Well, last week I was very pleased to say that I've been able to deliver on the first of those commitments. I was very pleased to welcome Prime Minister Tony Abbott into my electorate, joined by my colleagues, the member for Bass and also the member for Braddon. A $60 million commitment from the Commonwealth to go with $30 million from the state government and $30 million from farmers in Tasmania to deliver the 5 schemes as part of the Tranche 2 irrigation round. 3 of those schemes are in Lyons, and I guess this is part of this government's commitment to infrastructure. Whether you're driving up the Midland Highway and you can see the work that is occurring there, or whether or not it's the Hobart International Airport that is going through the planning phase at the moment as part of the $38 million commitment, the infrastructure development and the infrastructure commitment that was made this week is indeed most welcome, not only to the farmers but also to the local communities in my electorate, to the state of Tasmania more broadly, and particularly overlay that with a piece of economic infrastructure in respect of the free trade agreements. This is a really enormous opportunity for my state. It's a culmination, Madam Speaker, of an enormous amount of work from a lot of people. I won't be able to go through all of them now, but specifically I would mention those people involved with Tasmanian irrigation. The CEO, Chris Oldfield, he's been a very strong advocate, as rightly he should be. The state government, particularly as well, through Minister Jeremy Rockcliffe and Premier Will Hodgman, indeed, have also been strong advocates for this. But it goes down to the local level. In the case of the Southern Highlands scheme, I give credit to Mayor Deirdre Flint, who's been a tireless advocate for the scheme in one of the most drought-prone areas of Tasmania, in the Bothwell, Hamilton region. She's been ably supported by Richard Hallett and local farmers John Ramsey. On the East Coast, an area where undoubtedly we will see more viticulture, we will see more horticulture in the form of walnuts. The scheme over there has been driven very strongly by Tim Lyon and Adam Greenhill, not to mention others. This will benefit. There will be water purchased by businesses such as Brown Brothers, who have a vineyard on the East Coast, and Walnuts Australia, who grow fine quality walnuts in that part of Tasmania. In the North Esk, the scheme there has been driven largely by people like Marcus McShane, Amy and Ben Grubb, who will all benefit from the scheme on the North Esk River, that effectively, once that flood take is put into a dam there will be no pumping on a scheme. You will be able to generate electricity, hydroelectricity off this scheme. This is really smart engineering. But most of all, Madam Speaker, this will be creating jobs in regional Tasmania. And goodness knows we need that. Not just jobs, but careers in agriculture. These are the sort of things that will open doors for more and more young people in my state. I was very pleased a number of months ago to have the Prime Minister down to look at the largest of the schemes that we have already commissioned in Tasmania, which is the Midlands scheme. And I took him to a very small town of Tunbridge in the centre of Tasmania. Perhaps only Joseph Lyons is the other Prime Minister that has visited the town of Tunbridge. But as a result directly of the irrigation investment there, you've seen $6 billion of private capital that has gone into building a dairy in what was traditionally very dry sheep and cropping country. So these are the sorts of things. This is summer irrigation water that is 95% secure. These are significant opportunities for farmers to expand their business. It provides them with the confidence to be able to invest and diversify. In total now in Tasmania, and I'd ask those on the Big Island, the North Island if you will, now 15 schemes, nearly $1 billion. $1 billion worth of investment has gone into water in Tasmania, 600 million of which has come directly from farmers. Yes, 12% of the nation's rainfall lands on Tasmania's less than 2% of our land mass, but this is significant by any scale. This is larger than the Ord River. This will unlock the potential of our state to deliver high-quality food and fibre to the rest of the world. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question is the House to now adjourn.